Hello and welcome back. As you can see, I'm outside enjoying the fresh air. As you may have heard, the prana, the life force. This video is going to be about creative blocks, a spiritual down cycle, times of low energy, and how do you still keep going in times of low energy? How do you continue forward when your being, and I'm not saying your soul, but inside of you there seems to be this voice that just wants to do nothing. I can tell you, I feel right now like I didn't really want to make a video. I feel right now like I don't really want to do anything. For me, it's important to make these videos as I'm experiencing the feeling, the mood, in the moment, so to speak. I don't want to give you information. I want to share the experience I'm having as I'm speaking about it, so you can feel the energy. So not only hear the words, but something in you will say, yeah, I feel what he's feeling, I get it. So here I am, just speaking in front of a camera with nothing to say. Once again, no script. You see, what enables me to continue is that I have no expectation, and that I'm not holding myself prisoner, so to speak, in this confined box of how I need to do this, of how things are supposed to go. When it comes to achieving certain goals in your life, what's more important than doing it the right way is doing it. Especially on the days that you really don't want to. Having a little tiny bit of effort, a small push on that wheel, will go a long way when it comes to you being able to stick with something. Because everything that you do becomes a habit. So if you are in the habit of not doing something you really want to do in your life every time you don't feel good, every time you feel low on energy, then that is going to be a block for you as you progress. So whatever it is that you're doing, if you're working on, releasing anxiety, becoming more happy, like myself in this specific instance, I want to make a video every single day. Not only does it help me, or I should say, I was gonna say, not only is there some potential to help other people, but it also helps me to speak on these things. It gives me practice as well, learning to enunciate my words properly so that the mind can allow the message to go through the filter of its judgments. There's certain things that the more you do, the easier it gets, and the more it becomes a habit. Do you think a millionaire, a billionaire says, nah, today I'm not going to work on that? No. All highly successful people will continue whatever it is they're trying to achieve, their passion, even on their worst days, to some degree. So every day there needs to be a little something. Every day there needs to be a little effort. Are you going to indulge in a depressive feeling that you have in the past? Or are you going to continue to climb and put your hand a little bit higher out of that dark tunnel? Because even one finger forward is movement. So here I feel I have no idea what to talk about. And that in letting go of what you think you need to do, what you think you need to say, oftentimes what you need comes to you. And as I let go and I accepted that I didn't know what to say, I felt as though I knew what to say, which is the lesson really, which is the point of this video. If you can let go of the outcome, and oftentimes this can be much more difficult because we want it to go a certain way. We really want it to succeed. We want to be the best we can be, and we have this idea that we have to strive our hardest all the time, that it has to be our biggest effort. Keep your eyes on the prize, they say. And of course, maintain a vision of where you want to be, but not at the expense of the here and the now. The wind right on cue. You see, when trying to achieve a goal, especially on those days that you don't feel that you have the energy, the motivation, and the willpower, allowing yourself to let go of any expectations you have of reaching your goal, and just feeling yourself here and now in the present moment. Allowing your mind to empty of what it thinks it needs will leave you space for exactly what it is you need. Oftentimes the universe won't give you what you want, but it'll give you what you need. And all you have to do is create the necessary space within you to receive what the universe is trying to give you. When we constantly push using the effort of the mind, a plan, and then trying to stick to the plan is what I'm saying in this specific use of the word the mind. When we try to make a plan and follow it to a T, and we don't leave space for any improvisation, we don't leave any space for down times, spiritual lows, spiritual downs, we don't give ourselves the space to be, then it can feel very much unenjoyable. It becomes not so much of a joyful and fulfilling practice and exercise that you do. It becomes more like a prison. So the whole idea of you reaching for whatever it is you're trying to achieve in your life right now is for you to be happy, isn't it? When you imagine yourself doing it, when you imagine yourself wherever it is you envision you're going to be, don't you imagine yourself feeling fulfilled as well? And you can only really feel fulfilled right here and right now. So learning to enjoy what's around you in the little things. For me right now, it's my bare feet touching the grass. In combination with no expectation. Feeling the sensation of the wind. It's allowing other things that are not, doesn't seem to be related to your goal, okay, your expected outcome. It's allowing those little things to come in. Again, making space. Because when you constantly push forward, hard, very difficult effort, it's almost as though you're breathing out constantly and then you never take a breath in. Have you ever tried this? You may notice a very similar feeling inside of you. When you breathe all your air out and you get to the point where you're not allowing any air in, you start to panic. You start to feel overwhelmed. Your body starts to just really feel uncomfortable. And the sense of urgency of something that you need comes in, this real sense of urgency. And in the same way, when you're constantly pushing in one direction, trying to achieve your goal and just going too hard, you can get that same sense where you feel as though you're not getting there fast enough. This sensation of urgency, this urgent, frantic, feeling of I need to get there seems to come in. And what we forget is that we also need to embrace that down cycle that comes into our lives every once in a while. The wind on cue once again. As though to say, that's right. So, I guess a long story short, learn to enjoy the process and learn to allow all your experiences to come into you and allow yourself to just sometimes just drop your expectations, let go of what you think you need to do, and still act on the habit building process of your goal. Like I mentioned a few minutes ago, if you're trying to climb out of a well and say your depression is what you want to climb out of, one finger up, out is still progress. And you have to let go of the expectation that your progress will be consistent. So allowing yourself to go with the flow. Some days you're going to have tons of energy, ride that wave. Other days the ocean will be calm and you may need to simply give yourself a few strokes and just coast and enjoy the sun, enjoy the warmth of the water, maybe look inside the ocean, see the swim or the fish swimming. Okay? Take some time to allow the simple things in life absorb into your being and allow yourself to enjoy the present moment and the things around you, and you will achieve whatever it is that you're reaching for. Leave space for the universe to help you. Drop the mind. Wherever you are around the world, whatever time it is that you're watching this video, I appreciate you. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Peace.